Welcome, I'm Mystery, and today we are doing another session of what we would play. So I will present to you a series of questions, and then I will give you time for your solutions, and I will present my solution. So prepare your MTG arena knowledge. This video is about Crimson Vows Standard. We are playing mono white and mono green decks. If you are interested in the exact deck list, then you might find them in the description or open my channel and find the previous videos on mono white and mono green. So the first question, as you might know right now, will be about the Elite Spellbinder and what card to choose. I found out this choice one of the most difficult in the game, sometimes. So let's see what we will find. And yes, this choice is quite hard. So there is Redain, Skyclave, Adeline, Asher of Fallen. I will return quickly to the battlefield. Yeah, this is on the battlefield. And this is in their hand. What will you choose? Think about it. You might even stop the video to have some more time. And if you are ready, here is my solution. And yeah, there are pretty powerful 3-drops in their hand. There's Adeline, Redain, and Skyclave. We will definitely want to take one of these. I think nobody would take Asher of the Fallen because they want to play it next turn. And what is the card we want to avoid the most here? And I think that card is the Skyclave. Because if we go back to the battlefield, then they are quite stuck. The Thalia here, with a first strike, can block the adversary, can kill the 1/1 token from the other line. It's pretty strong. They won't attack us next turn with the other line. And the second important thing to notice is that we have the Skyclave. So we might remove one of their biggest threat next turn. So if we take anything else than the Skyclave, they are going to play the Skyclave. They will kill the Thalia, most likely, attack us, and have some favorable trade. And when we use the Skyclave on the Skyclave, then we got 2/2 token, which isn't so interesting for us. So my plan was to take the Skyclave, then Skyclave the Redain, which they are most likely going to play, and after that just swing through the air with the Elite Spellbinder and try to get as much damage in as possible when the board is stuck because of the first strike and our other cards we are going to play to kill the other line. So here is the second question, and this time I want you to plan your turn. What are you doing and why? So take your time, and if you're ready, here is my solution. Yeah, the Fireblade Charger is a tough creature to deal with mono white. You don't want to play lots of creatures with 1 toughness and try to get them snipe. So for me, here it means I want to attack. I would gladly trade the Usher for the Fireblade Charger and get 1 damage to the face, because the Fireblade Charger most likely is going to trade for 2 creatures. So I'm going to attack. If they do block, then I will play the Hope Initiate, because when we do create a token from the Usher, then they might kill it. So no reason to do that. And if they do not block, then I will create 1/1. So that's the plan. I think that's the best possibility here. I want to spend as low number of cards as possible, so 1/1 is probably better than the initiate here, because I expect to play some aggro matchup here when the number of cards, the number of creatures, and overall value is often the key. And here we are playing Bard class deck. They don't have the Bard class, but lots of legendaries, so I think that's it. We've activated the Haven, and the question is, how do we attack here? So think about it. And here is my solution. First of all, you should know that the new legendary creature, the pair, have reach and first strike. So if you are going to attack with Oath Spellbinder, they will kill it. You might attack it with the Haven, then they might try to trade because they have second copy in their hand. So if you attack with the Haven, they will trade, play the second legendary from their hand, make their human 7/7. Not a good place to be. So the overall value is too much, I think. And in that case, I would prefer to attack with everybody here. I think it's necessary. Let's attack with everybody. We will lose Oath Spellbinder to their creature or the Skyclave. Yeah, one of these. Then they will block the Haven with the the mouse, the hamster. And that's leave us with 6 or 5 damage in. Not much, but they are going to 6. They will lose one creature, we will lose one creature. I think it's quite a good place to be in. Not too many chances here to win the game, but I think that's the best try we can make. Next turn we might draw some removal, Skyclave or Brutal Catar, and sneak some more damage in. So that's my guess. Yeah, not too much chances to win the game, but I think we need to force the damage in right now, because the later the worse for us. Yeah, this one is pretty tough. We are playing some mono black snow deck here, or it seems like that. There's Nightwish on the battlefield. We didn't play land yet, so that's your turn to plan here. So, if you are quite familiar with the deck we are playing against, you know that they want to sack the Nightwish here. We might try to play Talia to force them to do it before the combat. We might try to play the Paladin class to force them to do it before the combat, but I don't think it's necessary here. My first choice here is Luminarch Aspirant. I want a 2/2 from my Luminarch Aspirant here and get the value, get the +1/+1 counters, and just get the biggest creatures possible to attack them next turn. If they sweep the board somehow, then we will play the Talia, or if they don't, then we will have time to play the Talia next turn and slow them hopefully enough to win the game. And here we are in the same game. Few turns later, it doesn't seem good. They are at 20 lives. We have the adversaries here, but their battlefield is quite huge. They also learned twice, so they have way to put 1/1 creatures and to destroy an enchantment. So what would you play here? I think this one is pretty easy. So if you're ready, here is my solution. And I think here you need to play the adversary, buff it twice, and attack with the Thalia. Actually, I didn't do that because I upgraded the paladin class and forgot about the removal for it in their hand. So that was a mistake, and I lost some tempo while doing it. Because they need to remove it next turn either way, because otherwise we will upgrade it and then attack with the adversary and Thalia, and we will gain much life and they will be forced to block there. And here we are in mono green. And the first question is here, do we save the Wren here? The important thing here is that their werewolf is indestructible from the fight effect. So the question is simple, Treefolk or the Wren. And here is my solution. I think that the Wren should go here. We are quite ahead on the battlefield. We've played Esika's Chariot, we have the Treefolk here, we have 2/2 cats, and we have the haste trample creature Unevad Audit in our hand. We are so far ahead on the battlefield that we should force the issue here and try to win immediately. So yeah, just sacrifice the Wren and take them next turn for 8. Improve your battlefield and then kill them next turn. Should be enough here. Mono green again. This time against some zombie synergies. And the question is, what would you play here? And here I think it's tough. But I would like to use all my green mana and play the Werewolf Pack Leader. Of course, you might Blizzard Brawl their Wizard and take them for 4 and hold the Snowskin Veil, but I don't think it's enough pressure to build here. And yeah, if they have removal, then they have the removal. They will kill one of the werewolves, but that will be most likely their own turn, and we are fine with that. At least I guess it's fine. If they don't remove the werewolf pack leader, then you will attack with both of them, draw 2 cards, and yeah, move from that. That's the same game. We were quite stacked on the mana, even though we draw with the werewolf pack leaders. So what would you play here? So here's my solution. First of all, we are quite ahead. They are at 9 life, we are 20. They are playing blue, and I expect them to have some more controlling style. There is no Blood on the Snow because they are not playing snow lands, but they are going to kill some of our creatures, maybe even board bypass here with Medusa Massacre most likely. And of course they have a removal in their hand for the Werewolf Pack Leader. For this, with this one in mind, I want to extend the board as much as possible with Ranger class and Ascendant Pack Leader. Why? Because I want to force them to do something here. If they have 2 removals, they then will kill 2 pack leaders, and that's not enough for me. And Ranger class It's quite nice value even when on the battlefield itself. Ascendant Pack Leader isn't so much value here, so let's play them and hold those Stone Skin well. If we can hold that, if they are remove one of our things, we are going to protect it and they are dead next turn with the Ugnavald Audit in our hand. So we are dead only to the board wipe, which of course we would be either way, but after the board wipe we might attack them with the Oddity and then with the Oddity and Faceless Haven, which should be enough as well. And we have the Primal Advisor in our hand, which after some time, and if we are able to draw our lands, will make some attackers as well. There is a point for the troll here. Maybe we should play one of our trolls. It's probably good as well. And here we are against the blue-black, somehow controlling type of the game. And they played some removal, but also of the time they did nothing. So I expect them to have no counterspell right now. What do you play here? And after I said that they have no counterspell, you probably know what to do. You should play the Essica's Chariot here. Because if the Essica hits the battlefield, and it's most likely going to do so if they had no counterspell, then the Ascendant Pack Leader got +1/+1 counter, even if he cast it, so that's great. And we will draw a card this turn, and that's reason to play it before the combat here. Here is another quite tough question with the mono green. So please plan your turn for this example. And here is my solution. And this time it really depends on the ordering. So first of all, we want to Brazil Brawl here. So to do so, we need to play the snow land. We can't fight without 3 snow permanents on the battlefield. We need to play the Faceless Haven, because we want to Faceless Haven to be able to attack next turn just to scare them, most likely, because we will play other things next turn. But let's play the Faceless Haven. Then Brazil Brawl with our Ascendant Pack Leader, their Luminous Aspirant. That's important. The Luminous Aspirant is the biggest creature here and the more dangerous one. Then upgrade Ranger class and attack them. We don't want to hold the Snowskin Well. There is most likely no reason to. If they are going to remove Ascendant Pack Leader, it's a 1-drop. If we lose our 1-drop, then we will play the Primal Adversary and it will be protected by the Snowskin Well. So I think that's no reason to save the Snowskin Well. And let's make the 1/1 counters going in this game. So here, beware of the ordering. If you Brazil Brawl first, then you will lose your creature. That's a very common mistake, I guess. And otherwise, yeah, just use your Ranger class, upgrade it, and make more +1/+1 counters. So it was the last test, last question. If you are interested in more of these, please let me know. Then if you disagree with some of my solutions, you might let me know as well. The Magic the Gathering is quite complicated game. I would like to learn something new myself or just discuss the solutions, because find the true might be quite hard in this game of chance. And otherwise, yeah, thank you for watching and see you next time.